Alright, welcome back to a brand new video of the Target Video program.
I went to school today.
We're doing the white car talking to my daughter. I'm gonna tell you why. So it's license plate PN3853. Oh, you see what color is the license plate? Green, right? See that? I'm pointing at my daughter. Ask her how was school today. Again, I want you to understand how these perks operate. And like I said, there is no fear here. So there's nothing they can do that can put fear in my mind or my heart. As a matter of fact, like I said, I'm going to put fear in their mind and their heart. All right? My ancestors is going to do that. And the good people who understand what's going on. But so you took an Uber to school today. All right? A white Honda. Right? And what happened? The Uber drove up in this direction. Right? And then you went past your school. You went past the block of your school. Right? Now look, now see the guy in the red hat? Now why he stepped out here? Because they know I'm going to record and do exactly what it is I'm doing. Because of what my daughter just told me. Hold on. Because of what my daughter just told me. So the cab drove all the way up here. I'm going to find out which Uber it is. And he could have turned here, but he didn't turn there. He drove past your school. He drove past the block. What you mean you have to walk 4 blocks?
Because he dropped me off.
Okay, so we got to find that out. All right, so there you go. So I want you to understand the threat and what it is that they do. So we're going to find out who the Uber is because Pam has her mother called an Uber for her. But again, you know, showing you guys what it is that they do, how they try to engage in these sort of threats. And so now what do you start to see now? You see white vehicles, right? Okay. Like I said, ain't no fear here because whoever it is, they're going to get theirs too. Now look, they always try to, like I said, I know them so well, so whatever, ain't nothing they do can affect me the way that they think it is going to affect me. It's not happening, right? It's not happening. It's not happening, right? So the Uber dropped her 4 blocks away, all right? And again, it makes Pam look bad. It makes her mother look bad. But like I said, her mother is a part of this. Her mother is and thank you for recognizing it. Her mother is a part of this. They've recruited her, they've manipulated her, they've compromised her in ways that, you know, that they have her. Right? They can't do that with me. You understand? They cannot do that with me, excuse me. Right? They can't do that with me. Also, wheelchair theme too. But they start back on that. Yeah, I was on the bus too, and they were using people outside on wheelchair. Right? Okay. So yeah, those these sort of threats, and she's looking up at my hat, smiling. But I tell you, I love it because this has becoming very enjoyable. Look at this dude. Black King, you're a Black King, my man. You know what I'm saying? Pull your pants up, my brother, all right? Love and respect, all right? Tell you. You know, we don't speak life into each other because we are too busy believing lies and bullshit. And we don't want to see each other succeed because the crab in the barrel mindset is deep within our subconscious mind. And what we don't understand is that we should be elevating the people who love us and care about us. Because when they create businesses, they're going to employ us. Right? When they get into a higher position in the society, financially, they're going to do what these white people, or these Asians, what these Hispanics, what these Arabs do. Right? But we are the only group of people who are conditioned in the manner in which, you know, the people that love us, we fight against. Right? And then what happened is that those very same people, right, they will manipulate them so much in which way they don't quite understand how they're being manipulated. And what it does is that they create desperation. And a perfect example of that is Dr. Umar Johnson. Right? You see, I can't get angry at Dr. Umar Johnson. I love the brother. You know, but yeah. He turned on the sirens. So I turned on the sirens when he passed because I guess he didn't want to me to, you know, when they don't want me to, you know, get their license plate number. That's what they do. A bunch of cowards, man. I talk about a bunch of cowards. Bunch of cowards. Bunch of cowards. What it is that they do. Like I said, it doesn't affect me like they think it does. I just recognize it and I expose it. That's what I do. And that's my therapy. Right? That's my therapy. Yeah, right? Since they tried to, since they've been preventing me from, you know, decades ago from seeing a therapist, because again, they don't want to have any record of what it is that's being done. You know, this is why most therapists don't really give you any sort of therapeutic help. They just give you medication. You got to understand the scheme, the racketeering scheme that they're doing. This is big pharma, all right, and as well as the police state, the predator police state working together, right? That's what I say. We got to remove those people from those positions at the top, right? It doesn't matter how many new officers that they train, they're going to become predators sooner or later if they haven't been predators already. We got to remove the leadership within predator law enforcement from the top and replace them with people who are ethically sound, who are good, and who respect people's human rights and civil rights, constitutional rights. But you know, there's a lot of money to be made in poverty, in creating criminals within the society. Yeah, you got to understand that, right? Criminals are created. They were not born. They are created, and they are created for the purpose that is a $500 billion a year, hundreds of $billions a year industry. Oh yeah. Okay, sorry about that. I forgot. Right? You know what I'm saying? Just like poverty. Poverty is a $500 billion a year business. Right? When they can take half of that and eradicate poverty and give people housing, decent housing, low wage housing. But that's not the purpose. That's not their purpose. Right? We all have our purpose. Right? And those at the bottom should not be voting for any wealthy politician. They are never going to make things better for you or I. They're going to only make it better for themselves. And we have not learned that yet. Why? Because we are manipulated. You know what I'm saying? They'll be in church talking about Jesus, you know, was a poor man. Jesus didn't have no money. He wasn't wealthy. You know, Jesus will travel from here to there. He will go to somebody's house and ask him to stay, and they will be gracious enough to let him stay, and this and that. Right? Christians don't believe that shit. Right? I want you to look, just look at the hypocrisy. Right? Look at the doublespeak. Again, look up that term, doublespeak. Right? So they condition us to do it to each other and ourselves. Right? But we have yet to understand that. I hear the sirens in the background. That's right. We have yet to understand that. What, you trying to say once black people understand, you're going to arrest all of us? I don't think so. I would like to see you try. You know, so they'll send me subliminal messages like that. Well, if your people wake up, then we're going to arrest you and arrest them too. You know, throw us in concentration camps. Yeah, okay. Okay. Ain't no fear here, my brothers and sisters. Stop being afraid. Stop being afraid. Stop being afraid. Start supporting those amongst us who love ourselves and love each other. I want to see us be better and do better. All right? And just because we may not be a Christian or other religious belief system, throw that shit out the window and look at that person, what he says, what he does, not based off of him being or her being manipulated, but their true self, and understanding what they're about, and understanding that there are forces out there who are manipulating you and I when we're younger because we're ignorant, and we need to start passing on knowledge to our young people so that they don't fall into that trap. All right, you want to save the next generation of your children? Start telling them the truth. Start telling them the truth. But first, you have to learn the truth. Start gaining knowledge and understanding, not religious belief system. Stop passing down belief to your children. Or if you're going to pass down belief with your children, also pass down knowledge to them also. All right? Talk to you guys in the next video.